Welcome to Orcrops YouTube channel, your world for information.
Hi friends, Vanakkam. Welcome to my YouTube channel and today we are going to see something about food as medicine. Most of you were wondering why I should talk about a disease and then tell what should we eat, what diet should be practiced, what nutrition should be taken in and all these things. But if we don't understand the disease, how do we give the remedy, right? So we need to have a basic understanding of disease. This is definitely not orientation of detailed orientation like how a doctor would see, but the basics, the fundamentals of the disease and what are the herbal remedies and the natural remedies that could play a vital role in overcoming those diseases. So today the disease is blood pressure. Millions of people around the world are affected by blood pressure, and it is the high blood pressure or the hypertension which is quite common of people of all ages, and it has been a big menace for decades now. Before we enter into this, I just want to thank all the people for watching my diabetes and cancer related post, and some of you have also asked for the videos in Tamil. I think which you will start from this one. You will also see a video in Tamil language with regards to hypertension. There were a few requests that I go in depth into the topic. So here I am trying to be a little in depth, but again, the idea is to understand the disease to a limit, and then the remedies will be the most important thing. As the great Tamil saint poet Thirulur would say, Noi Nadi, Noi Mudal Nadi, Adudanikum Vai Nadi, Vaipachayal. You'll have to understand the problem, you'll have to understand the root cause or the causes of the problem, and then you will have to find a remedy accordingly. So, this is how our approach will be. Let's see what hypertension is all about. Hypertension is you go to a doctor, the doctor or nurse will use a sphygmomanometer or the BP apparatus to tell your BP is 140, 100, 120, 80. Okay, let's understand what is that 120, 80 or 140, 100 is. It's systolic and diastolic. The top one is systolic, the bottom one is diastolic. How does a heart beat? Lup, tap, lup, tap. And then there is a pause. The beating of heart, when the heart beats, it squeezes and pushes the blood through arteries to the body parts. Blood is pumped from the heart to the other parts of the body. So when this force is created, a pressure, this creates a pressure on the blood vessels that carry the blood. This is called systolic. The systolic pressure, the normal reference value is 120. Okay. Between the beats, the heart rests for a few microseconds, and when the heart rests, again there is a pressure on the arteries, which is the diastolic pressure. This is normally 80. So 120 by 80 is nothing but systolic by diastolic. And if the hypertension levels are higher than, much higher, then it is called hypertensive crisis. Right. Now, let's see what are the symptoms for hypertension or the blood pressure. Severe headache, fatigue, confusion, you have problem with your vision, or you have chest pain or palpitation. Palpitation is faster beating. Difficulty in breathing, you have breathing difficulties or heartbeat is not regular, again, most of these can be felt. Some may overestimate or underestimate what is happening, but it's always good to have some kind of awareness and then decide on. Do you need a checkup? Up to you. Right. So we understood about the basics of hypertension and how the systolic and diastolic conditions are, and your numbers based on this. This numbers keeps changing, so it doesn't matter. We have understood the basics. Now let us see what we should do in terms of our main focus, the diet. Right. The natural food remedies. People say aged garlic extract is often a good herbal medicine that helps control the blood pressure. We saw in the cancer video also that garlic has properties that can fight cancers as well. It is good for the heart as well. Any cardio problem you have, garlic is a good food to be added into your diet. Right. Then you'll have to have a lot of potassium rich food. Potassium rich food lowers the blood pressure by negating the negative effect of salt. When the salt level is more, the blood pressure is more. Why the blood pressure is more? Because more fluid is stored in kidney. So all your body parts extract more pressure when you eat more salt. What is salt? Common salt. Common salt is sodium chloride. Sodium chloride, in Tamil we call it as uppu. This is sodium chloride is the common salt, and the more you add, more there is a possibility of increasing of your blood pressure. Right? So what we are trying to do is take more potassium rich food. Maybe the common salt is also be replaced with potassium chloride. Instead of sodium chloride, NaCl, you use KCl, potassium chloride. The rock salt, which we call as Indupu. Rock salt is also good. And the potassium rich food lowers the BP. The fluid stored in kidney is reduced. What are potassium rich food that are available in the common? There are many food. I am naming a few, only a few, for my limitation of understanding as well as the timing of the video. Bananas are rich in potassium, oranges, raisins, cooked spinach, cooked broccoli, potatoes. Most of you like potatoes, right? Potatoes are good in rich in potassium. And sweet potato, mushrooms, brinjal or the eggplant, pumpkins, to name a few. Like this, try to increase your potassium intake in your food. Calcium rich food also helps in increasing or decreasing your, lowering your blood pressure. What are calcium rich food and how they help? Soya beans, tofu, green leafy vegetables, again broccoli, okra or lady's finger as we call it here in India, the cabbage, all these are calcium rich food. Milk is also calcium rich food. Ensures contraction and relaxation of blood vessels. Thus, they can help in managing or controlling the blood pressure. Okay. Also, the magnesium rich food like legumes and whole grains have some properties that helps against blood pressure. Hibiscus tea, which is made from Hibiscus sabdarifa, is also helpful in lowering the blood pressure. Right. Now, diet alone cannot help. It has to be done in combination with the lifestyle. So, the first and foremost golden rule is eat only when you are hungry. When you are not hungry, don't take food. Don't take food on a regular basis. Don't strain your body too much with food. too much with energy, right? Only eat when you are hungry. Active lifestyle. Active lifestyle can be many things. For somebody, it's running. For somebody, it's jogging. Somebody, it's walking. Somebody, it's doing exercises. For someone else, it's dance. Someone, it is meditation. For someone, it is just being engaged with a few activity. Depending on what your body requires, be active. Don't be sedate. A sedentary lifestyle is very, very, very difficult for your future, especially when you get a disease like blood pressure. Right. Always have a life free from alcohol. Alcohol is number one enemy of blood pressure and other cardiovascular diseases. Have a life free from smoking. Smoking spoils your lung. It is a cause for tuberculosis, cause for cancer. You know all this. Then why do you need to smoke? Don't smoke. Reduce caffeine intake. Coffee. You all like coffee in the morning? Reduce it as much as possible. It's not good for your blood pressure or heart. Reduce the intake of sugar levels. Reduce the sugars. You add 5 spoons of sugar, 2 spoons of sugar, cut it into half. It's good. Also, along with this, have a relaxed lifestyle. Do what you like. When you do what you like and have a natural food remedies like garlic extract and potassium rich food and calcium rich food, magnesium rich food, and something like this hibiscus tea, but don't consume hibiscus tea when you are consuming some kind of pills. It doesn't go gel well, that's what I heard. So with all this and have a happy and healthy lifestyle, you would be free from the blood pressure, right? Hope to see you with more such videos in the future. Thank you.